dedicated to delivering value and exploring global bestsellers. Hi, this is Sally's Book Club. Today we're exploring Roger Dawson's Secrets of Power Negotiating, the ultimate guide from a master negotiator. This book teaches you how to consistently win negotiations. Some might say negotiation is only for important people, two parties sitting solemnly at a table, discussing politics, diplomacy, or business deals. But that's not true. Every agreement at work, every client interaction is negotiation. Negotiating salaries during job interviews, buying homes, renting apartments, car purchases, even haggling at markets. So negotiation is everywhere. Anytime you need serious, face-to-face discussion with someone, that's negotiation. What's the ultimate goal of negotiation? You not only win the deal, but make the other party feel they've won too. Satisfied and eager to collaborate again. Roger Dawson's techniques help achieve exactly that. Now, about Roger Dawson, his credentials are staggering. He was President Clinton's chief negotiation advisor and key White House strategist, professor, real estate CEO, master speaker, and negotiation trainer. The list goes on. He's mediated famous conflicts: Israeli-Palestinian talks, Balkan crises, Lewinsky scandal, and presidential impeachment. In American political negotiations, Dawson stands as an insurmountable peak. He's equally influential in commercial negotiations. If you ask who trained America's most sales executives, there's only one answer: Roger Dawson, Forbes' top negotiation coach, whose students dominate international business negotiations. This 350,000-word negotiation guide will be distilled into 30 minutes through two key sections. Part 1, Core Principles and Techniques of Power Negotiating. Part 2, Countering 3 Types of Unethical Negotiation Tactics. Let's begin with the foundational principles of power negotiating. A successful negotiation comprises 3 distinct phases: opening, middle game, and end game. Starting with initial positioning strategies. First principle: start with higher demands than your actual target. Second, let the opponent state their position first. Third, master the art of strategic surprise. Before negotiations begin, you should have clear outcome expectations. These expectations form your negotiation baseline. Always open with terms exceeding this baseline. Here's a practical example for clarity. Want $20? Start by asking $30. Want to buy at $20? Offer $10 first. Many fear extreme offers might appear unreasonable. This anxiety leads to premature concessions, a critical error. Never start with your best possible offer. Dawson insists, begin with bold, ambitious positioning. Strategic reasons for this approach. 1. Preserves negotiation flexibility. Sellers can lower but rarely raise prices. 2. Buyers can increase offers but struggle to reduce accepted bids. 3. High anchors elevate perceived value, crucial psychological advantage. Job applicants. Higher salary requests signal professional confidence. Art sellers. Premium pricing reinforces artwork's perceived worth. Critical reminder: always maintain negotiable positioning. Rigid demands risk terminating discussions prematurely. Say you're buying property. Start by offering $200,000. From your perspective, that seems reasonable. But my research shows $160,000 would be more appropriate. The seller thinks, this lowball offer actually sounds negotiable. You've made an aggressive offer while keeping dialogue open. Perfect balance. How to determine your opening position's magnitude. Match the gap between their offer and your target with your counteroffer. Example: dealer asks $15,000. You want $13,000? Counter with $11,000. Most negotiations ultimately reach middle ground. But crucial precondition: make them state terms first. This introduces professional negotiation terminology. Device technique: mentally gripping opponent's position. Implementation methods. 1. Bed silence after hearing their offer. 2. Never reveal specific numbers first. Case study: athlete Sam wanted $80,000 salary. Club manager opened with $85,000. Sam stayed silent. Manager increased to $90,000. under pressure of silence. When asked his expectation, Sam simply said, "This seems inadequate." Final offer climbed to $100,000. Manager's absolute limit. First mover in pricing becomes strategically disadvantaged. Universal response: "This doesn't work for me." Then silence. Another demonstration case follows. Roger needed new equipment installation with a $50,000 budget. 3 suppliers bid. He chose the lowest and said, "You can do better." The supplier revised to $36,000 minus saving $14,000. With just 2 minutes negotiation. Nothing beats negotiation for rapid profit generation. Expert negotiators' first response: "You must have better pricing." Counter strategy: "What exactly do you want me to offer?" Never quote first. Besides the vice technique, strategic surprise works wonders. Example: at a resort, an artist quotes $15 for paintings without price tags. If you don't react, he adds $5 for coloring. The artist tests waters with initial quotes, watching your reaction. No surprise, he pushes further with extra charges. Show shock, he might offer free coloring immediately. Key case: professional speaker Alexander charges $1,500 per speech. A company offers exactly his rate. We can only pay $1,500. Alexander gasps dramatically. $1,500? Absolutely impossible! After tense silence, the offer jumps to $2,500. $1,000 extra earned in 5 minutes through strategic surprise. With that, we conclude opening phase strategies. Now to mid-negotiation principles and techniques. 3 critical strategies. 1. Higher authority technique. 2. Breaking deadlocks. 3. Demanding reciprocity. Always demand something in return during negotiations. We often wish for full decision-making authority beforehand, but this actually puts you at strategic disadvantage. When opponents know you're the final decision maker, they focus solely on convincing you. The higher authority technique creates procedural buffers. This needs executive approval. But directly mentioning superiors triggers immediate counter strategies. Why waste time with you then? Let me talk to your boss. They'll say, effective implementation requires vague entities, review committee, or board. Submitted to corporate approval process creates unassailable procedural barriers. This pressures opponents to offer their best terms upfront. What if you're the ultimate decision maker? Roger Dawson himself uses department heads as procedural shields. Let me consult marketing. Countering opponents using same strategy. Case study: car priced at $50,000. Your offer $43,000. Salesperson immediately accepts, triggering alarm bells. This quick acceptance exposes their pricing flexibility. Now you realize initial offer was too generous. Skilled negotiators would counter: what specific terms need committee approval? Force them to quantify abstract authority claims. Maintain pressure. What revisions would make this committee ready? This reverses psychological advantage, making them justify positions. Remember, never reveal your decision-making hierarchy first. When you decide to pay, the salesperson says, "Let me check with my manager." Then the car becomes yours, or does it? The manager scolds the salesperson. $43,000 is below our $45,000 factory price. Showing internal documents, you reluctantly agree to $45,000 factory price. Think the deal is done? Not that simple. The manager claims he needs higher approval too. Suddenly you're facing an endless chain of managers. Counterattack using same strategy. I need spousal approval. Mention wife and they'll stop this charade immediately. Now addressing negotiation deadlocks. Client demands 5% discount or we walk. The 5% reduction is impossible. Novices obsess over prices deal breaker. Solution: use the bracketing technique. Temporarily shelve the main conflict. Redirect to secondary issues. Let's discuss payment terms first. This psychological maneuver builds progressive consensus. Small agreements create momentum for bigger compromises. Crucial rule: always demand reciprocity for concessions. Example: forklift dealer case study. Construction company demands early delivery with bulk order. Your counter. We can accommodate if you handle transportation costs. This creates value exchange instead of unilateral concession. Well, they called back, project moved up, need 4 lifts, delivered by Monday. You think, awesome, they're in stock. Let's deliver tomorrow and get paid. The Roger Dawson insists, always demand reciprocal concessions.